What's up, Taylor Wade Offer here, and today's Disruption Nation is sponsored by Around Town Properties, Alex Resende and Mario Negron. Check them out, doing huge things. Disruption Nation, here you go. Taylor Wade Offer. I'm your host, Jose Nieto.
Right here with KSP.
We go way back. We go back. 5 whole minutes. Hey, thanks for being on the show.
No, I appreciate it, man. It's an honor to be here. I'm super excited. I'm kind of
Good.
nervous too. I'm not a nervous person, and I don't know why I'm nervous. But yeah, I'm excited to be here, man.
You're good. So, Disruption Nation is a show, podcast platform where we highlight people that are disrupting their space in a positive way. And we bring them on, and then we have a show every Tuesday at 2 o'clock. Subscribe, please, YouTube channel. Like, follow us, whatever. We do this live. It's your favorite podcast app, Spotify. It's not hard to find, and there's lots of content there. So I'm excited to have you on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I really am.
Yeah. Super excited, man. Yeah, as well.
Featured agent, rising star.
Yes.
So during COVID, I'm going to ask you about this in a minute. You
Yeah.
know, how you started in COVID and go out in your first, what is May to December? What are you talking, 7 months here?
Yeah, 7.
5.8 million out the gate.
Through a pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was actually really scared too, like to go full time through a pandemic, but it was either you do it now or just wait. And it was do or die.
when you're good, you're good.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to talk about. So it's like, no need to be nervous, man. I tell people all the time. I usually get, a couple questions. They're like, "Hey, what are we going to talk about? Are we going to get a preset questions?" And I'm like, I used to do that. And then it felt scripted. And so this is this already. I mean, the easiest thing for people to talk about is you.
Yeah.
When you're selling your real estate, you're not probably you're selling you, and then they want to trust and confide in you for one of the biggest transactions of their life. And so man. So tell me about getting in. So I worked for Wood Forest Bank prior to that, and then what was it retail?
Yeah, retail management.
Manager before that.
Yeah, from Express to Men's Warehouse, Journeys.
I worked at Express. I worked
for
at
real?
and Gap.
Yeah. Yeah, so you know that retail.
Like in high school, man.
Yeah, so I've worked at like 4 different locations of Express. Shout out to Amber. But yeah, no, dude, I did retail for almost 7 years, since I was 18 all the way till 26-ish. And I just was like, man, there has to be a way out. I thought that the 8 to 5, which was the bank, was going to be another way out. Man, they didn't let me have my cell phone there because, personal information of clients and all of these things. And I was like, man, I need my cell phone.
During the day, 8 hours?
Yeah.
Could you do an 8-hour shift? How long were you doing an 8-hour shift with a cell phone?
Shoot. Man, and then it was 6 days a week because, we open on Saturdays. So some of us had to come on Saturdays. So, yeah, and then I was...
How long were you at the bank?
What was that?
How long were you there?
1 year.
1 year?
1 year, yeah. 1 full year. And then I just was like, I can't do this. And I was diving into real estate because I had my license. And I was still working with 1 or 2 clients. But they used to get upset because they're like, hey, we called you. And you called us at 7 p.m.? And I was like, yeah, that's the time I got off. And I was just like, nah, I need to do something else. Like, I cannot be working for somebody and them reaping the benefit of me working for them, making their goals. And, I need to have my own goals as well. So, yeah we're here now.
Yeah, well, you're smart. You figured out a way to get out. So, I mean, were you able to do both for a little while? Or
yeah, so I would say both for maybe 5 to 6 months, bank and real estate. Working at the bank, I maybe had 2 or 3 transactions. 1 at the beginning of the month, 1 on the 3rd month, and then 1 on the 4th month. But, of course, that's not enough,
So were you working from home at the bank? Or you were working
No, actually at the bank, yeah.
So you were one of the few that you were still going in.
Yeah, we had to go.
COVID.
Yeah, and the good thing about it is they weren't really monitoring the computers. So that's how I was able to access my paperwork and stuff like that, send information about brokerage services and stuff through the bank. I just couldn't text my client and said, hey, I just texted you or emailed you. So I needed another way around that. So my other home was the restroom. So then they were like, hey, you're going to the restroom too much. And I'm like, well, I have stomach issues or something. Then the HR got involved, and I'm like, man, they don't want me to win. Like these, and they knew I had
imagine?
Yeah, and they knew I had my real estate license. Yeah. So once HR got involved and they were asking me for paperwork and stuff like that, I was like, nah. I was like, I gotta go. I gotta go. I love this little paycheck that I'm getting and benefits and stuff, but I think I can make it. And that was like a wake-up call. And then also it was one morning, my boss said somebody didn't show up to work, and I was like, okay, that sounds personal. He's like, no, I need you to come. And I was like right now? And he's like, yes, you're the only available. And I was like, well, you don't even know. You didn't even ask me. So he's like, well, I need you to come. Like, there's no if, buts about it. And I was like, yeah, man. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to work for you ever again. And actually, he doesn't work there no more. He got fired.
You told him that?
Yeah.
How good did that feel?
Oh, it felt great. And I did my 2 weeks.
I can only imagine. Man. He's being pretty calm about it. I
Yeah.
feel like that's got to be one of the most liberating days, experiences, conversations ever.
It was one of those things that, you get it off your shoulders and you just walk out and say, damn.